Okay, it's been too long, I know. A lot of you have been asking for my desk tour video, and I've been so busy to make time for this. When I finally started planning things out for this video, I was pretty surprised by myself because I found this desk tour 2021 folder and I've actually made some progress last year. But it ended up becoming useless because there are a few upgrades to my desk since then. So today, I'm finally going to show you my 2022 work from home setup and walk you through all my items and how I use them throughout the day. After some trial and error, I ended up using this setup as my most optimal workspace. Let's get started with my previous desk setup history. So I went through various desk setups over the past few years. My biggest issue with my previous setups was the desk. The desk wasn't big enough. I always had to move my keyboard back and forth from its position to take notes or do other things. When I moved into this place back in 2020, I got this standing desk from Figma. This desk solved the space problem I had, but my next challenge was a monitor. I tried a number of monitors on this desk to find my perfect monitor, and yes, it wasn't an easy journey. And this is my current desk setup I have in 2022. Okay, let's start with the biggest component of my desk setup. I actually had a standing desk for myself at work, and I loved working with a standing desk. Then when I was moving into this place, I knew I needed to get a standing desk for my new work from home setup during the pandemic. So with my previous experiences, the biggest factor in choosing a desk, 1, bigger desktop, and 2, adjustable height. So after watching lots of standing desk reviews, I got this Jarvis standing desk from Figma. They offer full customization in every aspect of desk. I picked this Jarvis laminate standing desk with a white 60 by 27 size desktop, white desk frame, and programmable memory handset. It's more than 2 years now, and it's been working great. I'm actually getting another one for my new place too. Moving to the left side of my desk, I have a packboard installed here to store my stationery items and all my cables. Starting from the top of the board, I have these containers hung to put my highlighters and pens for note-taking. Right below the containers, I have another set of containers with lids to store Apple adapters for charging and earphones. Then lastly here, I put these hooks to hang all my cables wrapped with Velcro ties. Alright, let's talk about my chairs. I have 2 chairs from Figma, Capisco chair and Luna standing desk stool. Figma actually watched my Toronto apartment tour video and they sent these 2 chairs to me as a gift. And I've been using them for more than a year now and I've been really enjoying them so much. Before these 2 chairs, I've actually tried a few other chairs previously, from $60 IKEA office chair to $300 office chair from Structube, and I could actually feel the difference immediately as soon as I sat on this Figma chair compared to other chairs I've had previously. And investing in office furniture for my work from home setup has become more obvious as I easily spend at least 12 hours every day on my desk and chairs. So I think I would have still bought this chair out of my pocket even if Figma didn't gift it to me. Let's quickly talk about this desk stool called Luna. There's nothing I want to say about this stool other than this is so cool. I like that it allows me to be in a more natural posture halfway between sitting and standing. But I've been enjoying this Capisco chair a lot more because I can sit on it in many different postures. I never felt uncomfortable no matter how long I sit on it and what postures I'm in. Let me show you how I actually sit on this chair. To be transparent, this is not the most comfortable chair I've ever sat on, but instead, the ergonomic design forces me to consciously work on my core and back muscles, and also forces me to use the standing desk more often. Okay, let me quickly introduce my laptop's keyboard and mouse. I'm using this vertical laptop stand to keep my two laptops on the left side of my desk. Did I say two laptops? Yes, I have two laptops. One for my full-time work and another one for my personal work, like video editing. I got this 16-inch MacBook Pro from work, and I bought this 14-inch with M1 Max early this year for my YouTube work with all the specs maxed out. I heard the latest MacBook Pro got a lot heavier than previous Pro models, and because I always use a monitor for the main screen, so I went with this 14-inch model for my personal work. When it comes to video editing, I always want to have Premiere Pro and Figma both opened, and it runs just fine. Exporting a 20-minute long video, even with the max render quality checked, never takes more than 30 minutes. Moving to the right, here is the Apple Magic Keyboard I've been with probably 3 to 4 years now. One thing I love about it is its battery life. It is insane, like it still runs fine without charging it for like more than a month. Same as this Magic Mouse on battery life, which is great, but because of that, I actually often forget to charge them. So one thing I don't like about the mouse is that when it goes out of battery all of a sudden, I can't use it at all while it's being charged. Up next to the monitor on my desk. This is a 30-inch ultra-wide design monitor from BenQ. And I actually tried 4 different monitors in 1 year. But now I'm fully settled down with this BenQ monitor for more than a year. Let's quickly talk about why I was with 4 different monitors and how I picked this BenQ monitor after all. So moving left to the right, I have HP 32-inch Pavilion monitor, LG 34-inch ultra-wide monitor, and Dell 34-inch ultra-sharp monitor, and BenQ 35-inch curved monitor. Okay, let's start with this HP one. I actually really like this HP monitor. I got this when I was in school, and it was my most budget-friendly option as a student. When I was getting a standing desk, I wanted to use a monitor arm mount to use the space more optimal. But it didn't have VESA support and USB-C connectivity, then I bought this LG monitor as my investment. I'm still not the monitor expert. My knowledge level was so bad at the time. I thought the more expensive you spend, the better monitor you get. But this LG monitor was actually just okay. Like, it wasn't worth the price for its performance at all. I used it for like a couple months, then I ended up looking for a new ultra-wide monitor, and I got this Dell monitor. I didn't like it at all. I had to return it right after testing it out for color accuracy. Then I got this 35-inch BenQ monitor only because the 34-inch design monitor wasn't available in Canada at the time. So once it became available, I immediately replaced it with the one I'm currently using. So you might be curious now, what makes it so great about the 34-inch BenQ monitor? Once again, I'm not the expert, but I'm a product designer / content creator. I work with colors every day, so color accuracy is so important to me. And after I studied a lot about monitor specifications, I learned one thing I always have to look at. It's contrast ratio. I bought this BenQ monitor last year, and I don't know why it doesn't say anything about contrast ratio on the website now. But this monitor is specifically made for designers, photographers, or any creatives who work with colors a lot. So you can trust me on its color accuracy if you are thinking to get this one. And this ultra-wide monitor is really big enough to keep multiple windows open and organized. One of the other reasons why this monitor is just so great for a MacBook Pro setup is the fact it has USB-C connectivity. It plugs directly into my MacBook Pro with just one cable while displaying the screen and supplying power. Okay, from here, I am gonna show you how my typical day looks like on my desk with a quick review of each item. But before we continue, I would like to introduce NordVPN, a sponsor of today's video. I've been using NordVPN pretty often, especially lately as I've been traveling a lot between Toronto and LA. When I'm online from LA, I often want my search results to be Canada-based. To solve that, I log on to NordVPN and I connect to the internet via Canada by pressing one simple button. They also have over 5,500 servers in 59 different countries, which allow you to watch any shows from Netflix or any videos from YouTube that aren't maybe available in your country, and you can watch them as if you're in the country you choose. You can even use NordVPN in up to 6 devices, so you can also watch it on your phone, on your tablet, or on your MacBook. NordVPN has amazing speed and has been proven to be the fastest VPN out there. They're also having a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. You can try this out and see if it works for you. So go to nordvpn.com/nameishana or use the code nameishana to get an exclusive deal. Okay, let's get back to the tour. After I get up and finish my morning routine, I come to my desk to start the day. Since I have 2 laptops, I got this vertical laptop stand from Amazon. Before I turn on my laptop, let me show you some items on this side of my desk. So I got this Belkin MagSafe 3-in-1 wireless charger since I switched over to iPhone 13 Pro from iPhone 11 Pro last year. And it's a really great charger for iPhone and Apple Watch and AirPods to keep in one place. Right next to the charger, I have this low-free calculator and this small desk organizer. In my desk organizer, I have Apple pencils, hand cream, action camera, lip balm, old AirPods, and hand sanitizers, and these eye drops. I usually start my work around like 9:30 to 10. While my laptop is being loaded, I set my testing devices sitting on these stands in front of me. Because I am a product designer working in iOS team, so it's very critical for me to work with actual Apple devices throughout the day. So once my work laptop is on, I open all the apps I use at work as well as craft. And I've been trying out so many note-taking apps for the last few years, including Evernote, Bear, Notion, and Clover, but I finally found the perfect app called Craft, which meets my needs the most. I start my day opening the app to plan and organize things to do and meetings I have for the day. Then I have my first morning call. Since I always keep my laptops closed in the stand, so it actually blocks the built-in microphone, so having AirPods on is always required when joining a meeting. I also have this 4K web camera from Logitech. I originally bought this when I started my YouTube channel to film content because I thought everyone was filming content through a camera, but it was not. The majority of this usage has been just for meetings at work. After lunch, this is when I usually use my standing desk. I prefer to work standing right after lunch, so I do not feel as bloated. I also like to play music in the background during work, so I put some music on, my Sonos speakers sitting on my couch behind me. It's a smart speaker, so I can either ask Alexa or Google to play music on Spotify. Or I can manually play from my phone or iPad, let's say if I want to play something from YouTube. During a meeting or after one, I like taking some notes about feedback or things to do to remind myself later. So this notebook is from a Korean brand called Live Work, and I've been using notebooks only from this brand since 2014. Whenever I want to organize my notes with highlighters or other color pens, I can just easily access to this pegboard to grab one. After signing off from work and having dinner, I'm back to my desk to do my personal things. This is Belkin, that helps to separate my personal work apart from my full-time work. This allows me to keep my monitor, keyboard, mouse, web camera, and hard drives plugged into one place, so I can only use the USB-C cable by plugging into either my work laptop or my personal one. The reason why I have this lightning cable stuck out here is that when I switch between 2 laptops, I have to reconnect my wireless keyboard and wireless mouse from one to another. This SD input is also very useful, which allows me to easily transfer photos and videos from my camera directly to my computer. I got this box from Gentle Monster, but I turned this into a container that keeps my 2 hard drives in aesthetically. I'm currently using these 2 hard drives from Western Digital. A lot of you also wanted to see my cable management. Other than keeping cables hung in the pegboard, I also bought these cable holder clips from Amazon to organize all the cables that are hanging at the back of the desk. With this organizer, they can snap into place, making sure they don't get tangled. Underneath my desk, I have this Besta drawer unit from IKEA. This drawer has casters on, so I can easily move this around as needed. I also have this wireless printer from HP on the drawer, and I can use the printer by adjusting the desk height or taking the drawer out. I store a bunch of different papers in my second drawer to print any documents or shipping labels, or even to make my own labels for my place. Above the second drawer, I have these tiny compartments to store many miscellaneous items in my first drawer. And lastly, in my third drawer, I'm keeping my Apple device boxes and camera accessories here. Okay, so we're finally here. Thank you so much for watching, and especially to those who were patiently waiting for this video. And I hope you all enjoyed my 2022 desk tour. And don't forget to check out my description because I will put all my item details and links down below. I will catch you all in my next video. Bye!